This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
There are a lot of players on that team who are not as sold on Tua as supposedly this organization, which I don't necessarily believe, because this is what you say to say. I think it's wrong. This is what you say when Deshaun Watson says, I don't want to be with you no more. Then you say, well, I don't want to be with you either. I got a girl. My girl is fly. I love her.
Okay, so why is it so it's wrong for Baltimore to commit to Lamar Jackson?
No, Lamar Jackson's a top 10 quarterback, the MVP of the league.
Can't pass. All you can do is run around.
Is he an MVP or not?
And finally,
is he an MVP or not?
Yeah, that doesn't mean
yes or no. Say the word.
Hey! What does the MVP do in the playoffs?
Say the word.
No.
Is he an MVP or not?
What does the MVP do in the playoffs?
Is he an MVP or not?
No, he's not. MVP.
He's won the award. How is he not?
I don't care. I don't care if he's won the award. The award means nothing to me,
he's
bro.
He's won the award. It's given to him.
Nothing to me, bro. Half the sports writers in this country actually think he's a really good quarterback or something. They know nothing. They know nothing about him.
He's a good player. He's not a good quarterback.
He's a hell of a talent. He's a great talent.
I agree with you. He's not my style of quarterback.
And he pees in his pants every time he gets to the playoffs.
Because he was injured this year.
Because when you get to the playoffs, big boys need to play quarterback. And it doesn't matter if you can throw it 100 yards like he can, but he has no accuracy.
Colin Kaepernick.
He has no ball placement.
Colin Kaepernick took a team to the Super Bowl playing the same style. Colin Kaepernick took a team to the Super Bowl playing the same style.
Oh, please. Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl without being able to throw 10 yards. I mean, I can play this game with you all day.
He could throw 10. He couldn't throw 20.
My ugly ass has got 55 years of football inside of me. So let's go. I got it all. Let's go.
Listen,
you give me that.
Admit Peyton could throw 10 yards. Admit Peyton could throw 10 yards.
Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl, bro. I can win a Super Bowl with Tua. Of course I can win a Super Bowl with Tua. Hells to the you can win a Super Bowl with Tua.
Listen,
but you need coaching and you need a line. You need an offensive coordinator.
No question. And a running game and a defense and big receivers
and now that flows out of here. Watch, you get a running back now.
And a perfect team. Yes, you can win the Super Bowl. Yes. When
they win the Super Bowl, you're not on the Tua bandwagon. I just want you to know that.
Okay, I only spent 18 months advocating for them.
That's right, and we're putting your ass in a little Tonka trunk in the back.
I got kicked out.
Tied to it, and we'll drag your ass from 8 miles away. Okay, way off the bandwagon now.
I believe that the young man he is an NFL starter. There's no discussion that he's an NFL starter. No question.
Oh, we've made some progress.
Stop it. I believe that he can potentially become a upper echelon, maybe a top 10 quarterback in this league in 2023. It's always been my prediction.
This is what they do to try to cover themselves when they
no.
I'm not. When Tua is successful, he's gonna say, "Remember? Yeah, no, I know. I said I didn't, but remember, I told you there's a chance he could be a top 10."
Let me say something. Let me say something. I have spent 14 years being an advocate for the players on that team in terms of issues that they have, things that they want, stances that they take, people getting contracts, people getting extensions. That's what I've done for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have been fighting a very uphill battle regarding Tua with his teammates for going back to last season when he was replaced as a starter. First thing I wrote was, team does not support it. They feel like Fitz got robbed. This goes against everything that we believe in.
At that moment, Fitz was the better player, and the chance that gives you the better chance to win. Of course,
if they lined up head to head, if a healthy Fitz, which is not the case, if a healthy Fitz lined up head to head with the Washington Redskins, who do you think, and Tua had this team, who do you think would win? Who do you think would be the better quarterback on the field?
Oh, well, okay. Do I have Sean Payton as my coach?
No, no.
No. Let's play the game the right way now. Let me put Tua in New Orleans, and I kick Fitzpatrick
you put Tua
and
in
the Redskins' ass,
Listen.
and I send them somewhere else on the other side of the world. Give me Sean Payton and
no
Tua
question.
kick Patrick's ass.
Tua
10 out of 10 times.
You put Tua in New Orleans in a dome with Sean Payton. He will be a top 10 quarterback if he can stay healthy.
Open air stadium. I don't
care. No open
air.
Open air.
Give me a real coach with a real O-line and a running back, and it's over. And the kid is fine. I watched him in Alabama with a real line.
The same quarterback in Alabama.
Team.
It is not the same quarterback at Alabama.
Of course, he's not the same quarterback. It's Saban and his staff.
No. That hip injury, and I'm looking into it a little bit more. From what I understand from quarterbacks, and I wish I could read you some of the stuff that I have on my phone, but I'm doing the interview on my phone. Actually, you know what? I pull up from my computer. I wish I could read you some of the stuff that I'm learning about hip injuries and quarterback. Hip is what creates velocity. It's not your arm. It's not your arm. It's your hip. Nobody was discussing this back when he was coming back from a potentially career-ending hip injury. But
by the way, I was just talking about that a couple of weeks ago when most of the people in the media and fans, when he skips that pass to Mac Hollins, they think it's arm strength, and it's not arm strength. It's him scrambling from the pocket and
not stepping into it.
He's standing sideways when he's throwing that ball. He can't do
all
that.
All quarterbacks do that.
No, but he can't do that. Drew Brees can't do those things. Bob Greasy can't do those things. He's not an arm quarterback. Those are the big guys. Those are Big Ben and Tannehill and guys that have like strong bodies on the top where they can be all arm. Josh Allen, Herbert, they can do those kind of things. He has to reset himself at that moment so he can put his hips into it so he can deliver that ball to Mac Hollins. But because he's under duress, because he's scrambling, it becomes a problem for him in that moment, and he ends up skipping the ball because he can't get his lower body into the throw.
Okay, so I got it up. This is
that's personal stuff between you and your wife. I don't want to know anything about that. Okay.
Listen.
You didn't pick up on that one either?
No, I didn't.
I got it up. You said I got it up. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I'm slow on the delivery.
You know, there's 472 people on the chat board. They're all laughing because they all picked up on it. So that means there's 473 people here, 475 with me and Sean, and you're the only one out of 475.
You know what my therapist says? My therapist says that I spend so much time preparing my rebuttal and statement that I do not listen. See, wow. So you and my wife, you got the same complaint. Okay. Can I have my rebuttal, please?
No, you can have your rebuttal and try to find your memory too at the same time. Go ahead.
Don't bring up the memory. That's a totally different issue. Why are you? I told you I got Alzheimer's in my family. It's a sensitive subject.
Don't say that. Don't say that word. Don't say
It's a very sensitive subject. I'm worried. My wife is worried. From a guy who played quarterback at a high level in the NFL, coached quarterbacks, college and the NFL. Okay? Tua is going to be a great backup QB. His issue is he just doesn't have enough plus stuff in any category. Arm strength, athleticism, personality, size, demeanor. Not his fault. He was drafted early in the first round. He didn't draft himself. So then I say, if you put him with Sean Payton, if Sean Payton gets a hold of him with his accuracy and anticipation, could he be an upper echelon starting quarterback? He says the Drew Brees comparison is fair. He just doesn't seem to have the anticipation or the mentality of Brees, or for that matter, Kurt Warner had. He's young, so maybe a Sean Payton type can bring it out of him. The Miami experience has been completely unfair to him. I will say that.
Well, yeah, no, that I mean, that's obvious. Please.
I mean, it is unfair. But listen, everybody goes through adversity in this league. Look at it. Everybody.
Everybody goes through adversity, period. That's like
everybody goes through adversity. If this is the hardest it gets for Tua, look at the Tim Tebow adversity. If this is the hardest it gets for Tua will never have to work a real job a day in his life, ever. Not because of the money he's made in the NFL, not because of the money he'll make the rest of his career if he stays healthy, not because he could go do TV right now for Tim Tebow and spend a decade, if not two, making millions at TV.
Yeah.
If this is the hardest adversity, hell, what's his name?
But it's not. By the way, for the record, Tim Tebow makes a lot of money doing TV. Don't really care about him on TV.
I don't care. He can make a lot of money speaking.
He does nothing for me on TV.
He can make a lot of money on the speaking circuit. It does. Yes, I get you.
He's he's a way better human being than I'll ever be. But I got to tell you, on TV, there's no entertaining value to it whatsoever.
The point is, and as I was saying, as the advocate for the players, I had to write what I wrote because when there was this word out that there's a total commitment, they didn't have an issue with, okay, Flores lost a power battle with Tua and Greer. I mean, it really was a tag team. So I don't think if Flores was back, I don't think Tua would be back. So
Omar, but it shows how short-sighted Flo is, because if they drafted the kid from the get-go, well, then you as a coach should try to do your best.
He did.
He did not. You should do your best to try to help him succeed.
Hire his quarterback
once you've tried, that's not that. Please.
Built his college.
You have no offensive line. You didn't want to get a running back. You don't have an offensive line coach. You decided to put Jesse Davis at right tackle.
Jesse Davis.
Only Flo and you would put Jesse Davis at right tackle.
Wow, I would have put Jesse Davis at right guard.
You don't put Jesse Davis is a 6-man. I've told you that from day one. But only he would do that. Okay, he did everything.
Jesse Davis played a season with a knee that needed to be fixed and cleaned out, and he shouldn't have.
Well, so why do you play him? So maybe you should keep Flowers and maybe move Hunt to right tackle.
Oh, but when I said that,
I don't know that. But that's Flo, not us. You and I can argue whatever we want, but Flo created an environment for the kid to fail. What Flo should have done,
he succeeded. He delivered a second winning season.
What he should have done is gone balls out and helped the kid out. And if he fails,
he did that, he would have gotten.
Then he tells the front office, "Hey, we tried. Now let's go get another guy because this guy's not the guy." But because you didn't try and you created this environment, you also created the big question mark that whether half of us think he can do it and the other half think he can't. And so then that creates the big divide. You didn't get anywhere. Instead of, you should have worked at trying to help him out and trying to create the environment, and you didn't.
They did. They went and got weaponry. They drafted a crap load of resources, used a crap load of resources offensive line. Now they failed. In every area, they failed in terms of giving him the support that he needed. They failed. Not Tua failed. They failed. Flo failed.
Flo failed, right. Like
but
by not playing.
He tried.
Not playing Matt Collins more, not playing Mike Gesicki more.
They played Mike Gesicki plenty.
No, they didn't play him enough. I mean,
that
would mean your best pass catching tight end, bro. You play your best.
He's not a tight end. He's a slot receiver.
Whatever you want to call him, he's still one of your 3 best weapons. It's Waddle.
He's not a good weapon. He's
and Holland,
the best weapon.
No, he's a great weapon. The problem is they don't know how to use him. Again. I go back to Sean Payton.
I'm dying to see
how Mike
Gesicki plays for his next team.
Sean Payton would design offenses for Mike Gesicki, and he would be getting 800 yards a season blind.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.